Hallo und willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge von The Stanley Parable. Ja, ist die dritte Folge und wird dann auch erstmal die letzte sein von dem Spiel. Also das Spiel ist super gelungen, muss ich sagen. Macht wirklich Spaß und ich werde auch noch neben dem Let's Play dann noch ein paar Runden starten und dann mal gucken, was es noch so alles für alternative Enden gibt. Und ja, aber lohnt jetzt nicht, da großartig noch Let's Play großartig zu machen. Ich denke mal, mein Bruder ist soweit zufrieden. Ja, nein, weil bald, ich will jetzt noch ein anderes Let's Play anfangen und da ich ja nur noch ein Spiel Let's Playen werde, nicht mehr mehrere gleichzeitig, das schaffe ich eh nicht.
This is the story.
Jo. Ja, wird dann jetzt demnächst was Neues folgen. So, wir werden aber jetzt mal wieder ein bisschen anders handeln. Letztes Mal hatten wir einen schwarzen Bildschirm dann am Ende. Keine Ahnung, ob das dann so sein sollte oder nicht.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wir werden erstmal wieder bis zur Tür
Stanley
vorgehen.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Übrigens ist mir aufgefallen, warte mal, dass, nee. Wo ich das Let's Play mir nochmal angeschaut habe. Ach so, warte mal, wenn ich jetzt da lang gehe. In diesem Raum nämlich. Wo da die ganzen, in diesem Meeting Room, wo das Zeug da überall dran steht, diese Tafeln sind und so. Da steht nämlich irgendwas. Get bla 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 out of the broom. Also aus diesem
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Und zwar, komm, das zeige ich euch mal. Wir können ja trotzdem was anderes hier nochmal machen. Wo war das? Nee. Und
Yet
zwar,
there was not a
Moment.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wo stand denn das? Push me. Da. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Also hol Chris aus dem Raum dort. Könnte also sein, dass da doch irgendetwas ist. Wo war denn dieser Raum? Ach, hier. So.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Da muss ja hier irgendwas sein, oder?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Ja.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Dann kann man halt auch wirklich nichts machen, ne? Vielleicht ist es ja wirklich auch nur so eine Art, ja. Dass man
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
So,
to
wir gehen
his
jetzt runter.
boss's office.
Wir gehen jetzt in den Keller. Aha. Hier waren wir nämlich auch noch gar nicht. Feuerwehrschlauch. Steht ein Auto.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he sat down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Oh my God.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Nein!
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Das ist eine Hypnose.
I am okay.
Ich möchte bitte wieder in diesen Raum zurück. Ja!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Was?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Ne? Was ist denn das? Ich sehe jetzt hier gar nicht mehr durch. Nee, ist das das Ende jetzt? Nee, oder? Lol. Okay. Ja. Dann. Wir hätten vielleicht. Wir gehen da nochmal hin. Wir laufen dann aber mal schnell durch. Und dann gucken wir mal, was passiert. La 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 la. Oder gehen wir nochmal in die andere Tür rein und. Nee, ne? Komm, wir gucken nochmal, was da ist. Haben wir noch ein bisschen Zeit. So.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Nope.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to
Deswegen hat er gesagt, dass die Räume sich wiederholen.
Maybe I am crazy. All of my coworkers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
Okay, Moment. Dann machen wir hier nochmal einen Abbruch, weil das ist ja dann jetzt das Gleiche. So, dann gehen wir jetzt nochmal einen anderen Weg.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gibt es vielleicht schon vorher irgendwo was man anderes machen kann?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Genau, wir wollen wieder in diesen hier.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wo haben wir denn letztes Mal lang gegangen? Hier, ne? Ja. Dann gehen wir jetzt mal hier lang. Nee, warte mal. Wir gehen noch mal hier lang.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Nein, ach shit. Okay, das ist also auch ein mögliches Ende. Okay, eins machen wir noch. Dieses Spiel macht einen verrückt.
And constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nee.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So, wir machen jetzt noch mal.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Ah.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Ja. Was möchtest du mir denn zeigen, lieber Sprecher? Guck mal, ich gucke erstmal, ob man die Tür da öffnen kann. Ne, braucht man eine Karte. Okay, ja. Na dann. Tür geht nicht zu. Doch. Okay. Aha. Wo bin ich denn jetzt? Krass, wie groß diese Map ist, ne?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Was tun wir jetzt? Ha? Wir gehen durch die blaue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, rot.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red. Ach, guck mal, hier ist die blaue. Okay.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Warte mal, wenn ich jetzt da lang gehe. Oder ich gehe jetzt durch die linke Tür. Ich mach mal genau das. Ich mach jetzt. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Please rate your experience. Was ist gut und was ist schlecht? Ist 5 gut? Wie cool das einfach mal ist, ne? Okay, ich muss jetzt hier irgendwas drücken. Dann, ich denke mal 5 wird das Beste sein. So.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Echt? Ist das jetzt wirklich hier ein Leaderboard? Ach, und da sind die Zeiten drin, oder was? This is you. Ist online. 7 Stunden 37, klar. Was in total? Doors open, doors attempted. Natürlich. That red is offline. Okay, warte mal, jetzt waren wir da. Jetzt gehen wir mal hier rein. Ah, jetzt haben wir...
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Hat mich das motiviert? Nö. Vielleicht ein bisschen.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh Gott. Was kommt jetzt? Wieder der Anfang.
In this game,
okay.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
So. Jetzt hab ich keinen Bock mehr. So.
Heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
What?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Huh?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
Ist das geil.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Wie geil das ist. Okay, ich kann nirgendwo anders hin. Na dann.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Jetzt wird hier erstmal Minecraft raus. Muss jetzt da wirklich runtergehen?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Ich kann ja auch nicht springen oder so, oder? Hier ist Kohle. Oh Mann. Guck mal, was haben wir denn hier? Pilze. Ich kann aber nichts machen.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Was? Na toll. Jetzt war ich gerade schon voll dabei. Okay, was kommt jetzt?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Kann ich damit sowas machen? Was ist das für ein Geräusch? 0 von 19. Ach, hier geht's lang.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Oh mein Gott.
Your forte.
Ist das hier Portal oder was? Was ist denn da? Bunt.
Genius.
Wow, das war jetzt ganz schwer.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care
Was?
much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here.
No. Wow. Oh. Wo bin ich da jetzt gelandet? Work in progress. Filing? Kabinetts? Da geht's noch tiefer. Achso. Was soll ich jetzt hier tun? Dann gehe ich mal. Oder? Ne, hier geht's auch runter, ne? Oh Gott, das ist so dunkel. Hier sieht man doch gar nichts. Wer weiß, wo der mich jetzt hier hingeschickt hat. Okay, dann... Soll ich einfach springen? Ich kann hier nichts tun, ne? Okay. Ich tue es jetzt einfach. Ich gehe aber mal dahin. So. Und... Ja. Okay, also dafür, dass ich eigentlich nur noch eine Runde spielen wollte, um noch ein anderes Ende zu erforschen, haben wir jetzt einen ziemlich krassen Teil noch entdeckt hier im Spiel. Okay, hier ist überall zu. Aber er spricht auch nicht mehr, ne? Er lässt mich jetzt gerade hier einfach nur noch... Türen gehen auch nicht mehr zu. Oh Gott, das ist ja wie so ein Labyrinth hier. 423. Ach, warte mal, da brennt Licht. Aber wo zur Hölle sind eigentlich unsere Mitarbeiter? Ich glaube, der Weg ist richtig. Oh. Was haben wir denn da? Geht auch nicht zu. Drücken kann ich auch nichts. Oh, toll. Was ist das hier? Mal mir rein. Oh. Ach,
I
nee.
wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
War das Ende? Ich glaube ja. Ja. Das sieht mir doch jetzt wieder sehr nach dem Start aus. Mal gucken. Wir gehen mal ein Stückchen vorwärts.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ja.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, also ich werde wie gesagt definitiv noch ein bisschen weiterspielen, aber ohne Let's Play. Ja, ich hoffe, euch hat gefallen. Mir hat es auf jeden Fall sehr gut gefallen. Der Sprecher ist gigantisch. Und ja, würde mich freuen, wenn ihr eventuell einen Daumen nach... Wenn es euch gefallen hat, dann einen Daumen nach oben. Und ich würde mich auch freuen, wenn ihr beim nächsten Let's Play auch wieder dabei wärt. Bis dahin, tschüss.